My name is Gary Wayne Mulick, M-U-L-I-C-K. At present, I'm a storekeeper first class. From there, I went to Charleston, South Carolina, for Howard W. Gilmore. And from there, I went to Newport, Rhode Island for storekeeper school. It was huge. I remember, basically, I called everything a boat. And I got set straight real quick when I got aboard. That was the Howard W. Gilmer submarine tender out of Charleston, South Carolina. And at that point, being a seaman, I was on the bottom end of the discs, so to say. So I ended up kind of in the deck for a while, because I hadn't been to school yet for storekeeper. So I was on the bottom end of everything. And I called it a boat. And the chief that was in charge of the particular unit that I was in, he says, "Son, don't you know the difference?" I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "A ship is a ship. You can put a ship in the water. You can put a boat on a ship, but you can't put a ship on a boat." So I guess I got told what was right and what was wrong right there. Basically, I did a lot of deck scraping and painting at that point. They were still using red lead. I don't know if they do now or not. But we'd scrape it down to bare metal. We'd paint it with red lead. A couple of days later, you'd go back and you'd paint it deck gray again. Living quarters are just about the same as they were about any of the ships that I was on. On the Gilmore, I think I was like on the second or third rack from the bottom. Racks are only about 28, 30 inches wide, barely 6 foot long. It's a canvas base with rope through eyelets that go on a aluminum pipe frame, and then a 3-inch mattress, and then what they call a oh Christ, just lost it. They called it a fart sack. I'm sorry, but that's what they called it. It was the sheet that was sewed into like a pillowcase that went over the 3-inch thick piece of foam mattress, and you tied it off on the end, and that was your sheet. Now you had another sheet that was probably close to 4 foot wide, and you had one blanket, all gray. I had a locker that was 24 inches square, and I think it was almost 24 inches deep. Little drawer on one side in which you could put some small personal items that you also could roll up, socks, underwear. Everything had to be rolled to fit into the locker properly. And a combination lock that they gave you in boot camp that went on the locker. During the summer, you had dungarees, maybe one pair of whites, maybe two, in the locker. As the winter clothes were in your sea bag, down in the sea bag storage locker. Food was good. I would say probably as good as what my mother cooked, and she was a good cook. I learned that coffee was a little stronger than what I was used to, but it was decent coffee.